Hello, welcome back. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you there. Welcome back to stream. It is important day. I know I keep saying this, but it is finals for Smash Ultimate, the HSEL Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Solos Finals.
Yeah.
I'm here with Griggs.
How's it going? Super excited for today. We have the run back from the very end of the season. The only loss that Brandon had this entire season was to Erdy, and we're back at it. We're in the finals versus Erdy on Monday, or was it Monday? Yeah, Monday played against his teammate. Did manage to take the win, and so today we are going in against Erdy from FLVS Fury, and very excited for this matchup. He's been doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a very stacked matchup. Both players obviously doing well in bracket, but both players just incredibly talented.
Yep.
But we are going to be getting into the lobby here. They did agree to small battlefield.
Yeah. It actually looks like they did do bans. They started with, hey, you want to start small? Had said, no, let's just ban stuff. And then, what do you know, we're going small battlefield. That's how it goes. It looks like we have a Pikachu selection right here, and I know that Erdy plays the Steve. Minecraft Steve. So let's get into it. First game in this best of 7. Pikachu versus Enderman. We have Brandon on the Pikachu versus Erdy Pop on the Steve.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting matchup. Both characters just wanting to do a lot of damage, and both players are really good at executing those high damaging combos. And Brandon taking an early start here, getting some percent on the board.
Yeah, Erdy really seems to be putting some time into collecting materials, making sure he has all the resources he needs. He sets up this combo right here to make sure that he can use his cart, puts his little blocks up, make sure that he's able to have a little bit of time. And Pikachu really trying to play out as far as he can. Man, those jab combos are so ridiculously good.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve really able to use his jab to his advantage, whether it just be pick locks, or just jabbing in general. And Erdy just doing a good job of getting that percent, but Brandon also doing a good job of SDIing out of these combos, getting as less damage as he can. But that diamond.
Oh, I saw the diamond come out, and we don't have a KO yet. So if he is able to craft, which he's been able to get some time in. And Brandon looked like he was putting some damage there, but doesn't quite get the positioning. A little bit more of resources. This is the opportunity. He didn't go for the grab. Ooh. I thought he was going to get it. I thought that was it. 107 looking for the anvil, doesn't quite get it. This is actually kind of a dangerous position.
Yeah. Oh,
Pikachu blocks the minecart on the way back.
Erdy almost getting the back air there on that Minecraft break.
Almost blocking himself off there with the block. Good counter. Trying to get some resources back. Just really trying. I thought that he was going to go for the craft there, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Trying to read that. He does get the KO on the dash attack. And goes ahead and finishes off that table. Comes down, uses the invincibility to immediately go for the craft, and yeah, gets himself a little bit back. Such an interesting resource management situation. Now with the diamond, we are definitely going to be hitting harder. Trying to set some stuff up. I don't know exactly what that setup is.
Oh, with the block?
Yeah, going straight up the side, opposite. He's not looking to try and throw Pikachu off that side. He's just trying to put some damage on. But it looks like Pikachu is working really hard to keep some room for himself and get some damage. He's really playing this well. Hasn't taken damage in a while.
Oh.
88% though, that back air
Yeah.
is definitely going to cause some problems, and
The
there
problems
it's going
they
to
are.
KO. Erdy though at 63%, and ooh,
Oh,
very close.
risky dash tag. Gonna come up with that percent in that diamond.
Yeah, that diamond really put in a lot there. Good shield and block there. Catch them coming in, and a lot of hit.
Yeah.
Both players playing really close. First time we've got very close on that down smash. Is that the grab? Is that the steep grab? Is the fishing one?
Yeah, that's the fishing rod.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Looking for that smash attack. Doesn't quite make the connection. 151, but both players ready to go. Like this is the KO either side. Whoever gets a good hit.
Yeah, and Brandon playing this amazingly, however, because you look at Steve's like materials, he's barely got any materials on the board. Brandon's doing like a good job of just keeping that pressure
punishing him anytime he goes to start mining, but he does take a lot there without taking any damage, no pressure, and I have a feeling it's because this Pikachu is just gone. There it is. Any good
Pikachu
hit
is
will take
gone.
Pikachu out, and 181. This is a ton of damage on the Steve, but he's just so dangerous. Does find him at the edge, good DI to keep himself alive. Goes up slow.
And the up air is just going to take it.
Yeah, up air out of shield does enough to take it out. Looking for that crafting table and trying to keep the opponent from having any opportunity. Meanwhile, in the background, you may hear our Valorant team is playing their third place match. We'll join them in a little bit. They're playing against a team that they did get beat by earlier in the season, and so they're looking for some redemption.
Yeah, but getting back to the match, both players doing a really good job. We're at that 130-minute mark here. Both players just doing a good job, but Brandon getting that percent on the board. But Diamond's coming back.
Tons of damage out here, 79%. But you know, Erdy last time went to almost 200% before he got KO'd, and Brandon's already at 42. So
yeah,
we're close though. Good counter. Oh, the down smash doesn't, or down special doesn't quite take it. Clang there goes the way of Steve. God, that's just so much. Those aerials deal so much there. Did that knock? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Diamond gonna be back, but Erdy doesn't have many resources to work with. He's got to, both players gotta figure something out. This is pretty much an even game, despite what the percent tells you.
Yep, 89 to 138 now. Man, those aerials coming out are just so dangerous because the wrong one will just take out the Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pika trying to get around this setup, but he's just able to farm forever.
Yeah. Brandon just playing it safe, maybe a little bit too safe, but it's the right hit.
The wrong hit and he's just gone, the right hit and he just wins. This is, what a start to stop.
Yeah, but Brandon gonna win the first game.
Yeah, oh my gosh. What a well-played game. That did end in sudden death, except...
Wrong.
Transition to the wrong place. That's okay. So sudden death doesn't actually go to sudden death when we're playing on Generation Esports. When time expires, it goes to percent.
Yeah.
And so you don't play the sudden death match. You go to whoever had the highest percent, or well, goes to stocks and then to percent. But yeah, Pikachu comes out with the win there. He did get the Steve up to a huge percent. We actually discussed this earlier. We were talking specifically, would you ever go to time? And Brandon said, you know what? I'm not looking for it, but if it happens, it happens.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened here. He wasn't looking for it, but he was playing safe. He was playing slow. He was making sure he wasn't making any mistakes, and it paid off for him.
Yeah.
One wrong move, and that Steve had the game. And so really, really closely played. Looks like he's coming out really aggressively, trying to make sure that Steve doesn't have any time to get materials. Facing the wrong way, doesn't quite get the damage there. And Steve just trying to make himself a little home there. Oh, that was a nifty little spot.
Yeah. Something to keep out though is, you know, like we saw with the match with with Max versus Erdy. You know, Max took that first game, but Erdy really adapted well and took the remaining remaining 3 games. So Brandon's really got to watch out for Erdy's adaptation, and that's not going to be it.
Goes low with that down special, doesn't quite get back from it. Was really fishing for that KO, but you know, just a little too deep.
Yeah. Brandon's got to keep his mental in. You know, it's easy to do something it's easy to SD like that and just completely lose composure, but he keeps his head and he could make the comeback even as hard as it may seem.
It does look like he is causing a lot of problems for this Steve. Steve is not able to really do much here, and is Brandon going deep, almost gets it, coming out of shield with that up smash.
Yeah.
Or up tilt. I don't know what that was, honestly.
Up
air. There we
yeah.
go. Up air. Trying to fish for this Steve coming back low. Steve with diamonds. Going to be causing problems for Pikachu.
Oh.
Dodging out of that combo. And does...
Oh, that almost takes it the anvil, but
once
he's
again,
still living.
Pika at 85, Steve all the way up to 144. That little short half anvil drop does take it. You know, I really think that Erdy probably just had this one. That was a really well played there by the Pika. If he can manage to get, that
is gonna be it though. But he's gonna get an early percent there.
Yeah, lots of damage comes out from Pika, but did manage to get his diamonds gone. He's gonna have to craft again to get that back, and there it comes out.
Yeah.
20% on the Steve, 43 on the Pikachu. Steve though is up a stock, so we'll see if Pikachu can manage this. He's gonna have to get a really good combo, confirm the KO, and then see where he can go from there. I think the spike is actually a really good option.
Yeah.
Erdy's having to play really careful to avoid that. And there it is.
He
Off
gets
the
thunder.
side, gets the thunder, and we're all tied up.
Yeah.
43% is a lot, but you know, with Pikachu, he can whittle it down if he can keep it. Erdy did use that. Oh, he doesn't have diamond anymore.
Oh.
Thought he did. Erdy sitting with no diamonds, no barely any iron. Using that every time to use that minecart, really causing issues for Pikachu not able to get in. Here comes a good combo.
Oh, can he get it?
And
Can he get it?
Doesn't quite manage, but does read that roll super well.
Oh, and that back air.
Oh, so close from both. This game has just become very close. 64 to 78. Lots of damage comes out from Pikachu, but he's going to have to be careful. Steve has managed to find himself a neutral situation and get himself into diamond, so goes back into a decent position. God, it's just so close.
My heart breaks every time there's a back air that comes out.
yeah, that back air from Steve at this point will
definitely
it would
kill.
be tough. 64%, does it actually? I think it depends on if it's at the edge. That's a very close forward aerial on Steve. That a little closer to the edge probably will take him out at this point. Steve very low on materials, and Pikachu trying not to give him any options for mining.
Whoa!
The combo there doesn't quite take it.
Doesn't get the smash.
Good shield comes out, and man, both players are super close. There's the Nair, didn't quite get it. My gosh, what a good final match this is. We've got Steve finally able to get in there. He does take it.
He gets the second game.
Is that just a dash? Was
He
that
just did the
a
dash attack.
attack?
He
Oh
did
my
it.
gosh. Pikachu on a roll. Brandon absolutely showing that he is here to play and that he is here to KO. Doesn't have to wait around, keeps it close, manages to battle back from an unfortunate early SD, really locked in. Best of 7. Are you going to survive this?
No.
We have at least 2 more.
I'm not surviving this.
More than likely more than that.
But we're going to go into this third game. We're going into it.
Absolutely super exciting. Brandon really battling back from that. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I know that these 2 players are friends, have played a lot together, have really like put time in against each other. And so they both know this matchup. Last time they played, when Brandon talked about it, he said that it could go either way.
Oh,
and
really
it
good
seems
nair
like
loops.
it really could. At this point, didn't have the
Whoa!
the redstone to get that going.
Brandon taking a really good lead here in this third game.
Yeah, doing a really good job looking for that smash. Didn't quite get it. Nair out of shield to set up the option.
I don't think he meant to, but it was funny.
Yeah, both players coming out here.
Oh,
Steve
tried.
over 100. Erdy's going to have to focus upfield to get this. He is, like, Brandon's doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Keeping the pressure on
And he
looking
gets
for
the
the
first
early
stock.
KO. Gets the first stock at 36%. Erdy needs to focus up and really just pick up some of these hits. In the past couple of games, he has played really slowly and really made it hard for Brandon to get in while he's able to mine. This time, Brandon able to get in on him.
That
So close to
anvil.
catching that anvil with the on the quick attack. Not quite there. Good grab combo comes out. Not quite able to confirm with that nair. Thunder Jolt does hit the block. Looking
Trying
for
to get
the
something.
sneaky deep hit. Trying to push that TNT over. Doesn't get anything. Minecart comes out the other side. He's been breaking out these blocks and then pushing for, and then like T-jolting across. This time, he breaks the block and immediately goes and does capitalize really well. Unfortunately, that minecart makes him such a close hit. 140 on this Pikachu. This is higher than we've seen the past 2 games, but that is enough to confirm it. 77 on Steve though. This is getting in range.
Yeah.
Really
Already
good
starting.
spike on stage, couldn't quite get it.
And he gets the second
up
stop.
smash out of shield, and he goes ahead and he closes off that crafting bench.
Oh, beautiful counterplay on the up tilts there. Rolling out, getting out of the way. Can he get the stock?
No, it's too early for that. He is doing a really good job, but this Steve has definitely got the resources to come back, though. He is getting dangerously low. This Steve needs to go mining, man. Forget the crafting, get some mining done. Good amount of damage here comes out by Erdy, but Erdy realistically is just looking to make some room so he can get that build up those resources.
Yeah.
Got to farm that stone, man.
Oh, that was beautiful spacing there on the nair. And he gets it down air.
Oh!
And he takes the third game.
Oh my gosh, what a close shot. Dude, he did such a good job. All right, so that was, as he was coming back, he's been looking for it every game. He's been trying to pick up this down smash or down air. Brandon is feeling himself. He is really like, he is confident. He is certain. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he needs to do to win, and he's just taking it.
Yeah.
Erdy is definitely having a tough time.
He's calling for
asking
bans
for
now.
bans. We're not going back to small battlefield. I think we're going to be, he has something else in mind. So we have bans coming out from Brandon, and we'll see what we've got.
Yeah, sorry for slamming the table there.
Gotta keep it in. Gotta keep it in.
Gotta hit my calf, not the table that has the streaming computer on it.
It's 2. Yeah. So Brandon going back and forth between Cruz and Solo, definitely having a tough time trying to figure out exactly where we need to go. So in solos, you do ban 2 and then go to the third. And it looks like we are selecting town and city as the map of choice. And let's see if this change gives Erdy any momentum. Really, like, it seems like the Pikachu has just gotten more into his zone, really figured himself out. So a little bit of a bigger stage, maybe give Erdy a little bit more time to be able to farm, but setting up that staircase makes it tough for this Pikachu to get in, and does put enough time in so that the those T-Jolts don't actually connect for the most part, but Pikachu just going on and trying to knock them out.
But Erdy gonna get some
from Erdy, trying to follow those up airs all the way off those, all the way through to walk them off the top of the stage. Doesn't quite get it, but does get 87%. This is dangerous.
Yeah, but as we've seen with those last 3 games, Brandon's just really good at like evadability and just getting out of the way and just like spacing everything that needs to space.
Yeah, Erdy playing really well here, trying to make sure that he has room to be able to get around and spacing a little bit more than he has been. Does get to that diamond really early and is working on collecting his materials again. Good shield out of Brandon, but he's at 117. If he's not careful, he will just get KO'd by a good back air or smash somewhere.
Oh, going for the Thunder.
Thunder. Doesn't quite get it.
He's trying to win. He wants it. He said, "This is my finals."
Yeah, Steve over here just trying to keep himself out of the way. Brandon hasn't taken any hits for a little while. Good play by the Steve to keep himself from getting caught in that edge guard. You saw the Pikachu looking for it. Didn't quite get anything. But he is building percent up to 83 on Steve. Looking for that down air, just a little bit off on the stage. And Erdy's trying to set himself up for the future. Gives himself that what is that, diamond and gold. So he's going to be fast on the minecart.
Yeah, and if you do get gold, it like reduces your like frames by like I think it's like 1 2 frames.
Gotcha.
But Erdy gonna take this first stock.
Yep, Erdy does take stock, but he is at 97%. He's going to have to be very careful approaching this Pikachu. He does get a good combo in, full jabs while he's walking forward. Only gets to 15%, but Pikachu is looking for this KO. Goes for the up smash, or up throw, down throw?
Up throw, yeah.
Up throw into down special, doesn't get it. Puts Erdy to 117 and is looking for this KO. Can't quite find it.
Yeah.
Erdy's played this really well. That was an interesting combo.
Getting a little desperate with the Thunders, but is gonna get the stock with the fair.
Yeah, really good fair at the edge of the stage. Does get the KO. Really deep on that.
Here comes that back air.
Back air out of shield, can't keep on it. Already at 57% while the opponent is only at 18. I think this stage change has been a really good decision for Erdy.
Oh, easily.
Having the variety of platforms up top makes it hard for Pikachu to catch him. And at this point, you know, he has 3 minutes. He has to survive. How do you survive against Pikachu for 3 minutes? Well, you try and get the KO as you can. Swung the wrong way on that. Really low on the amount of damage, and Pikachu going very deep. Doesn't quite get the KO off the side. Only at 36%.
Yeah, Ernie just kind of playing parkour over here with these blocks.
Yep.
It's very funny, just like going block from block to the other platform.
Yep. Platform, block, platform. Having a really hard time maintaining material, though. Pikachu can just take this if you can keep him up. And he does seem to be finding him. Ernie has a little bit of time to mine for materials after that big smash.
Yeah.
Is just trying to maintain his position. And yeah, doing a really good job of keeping this up.
Yeah, the just spamming back airs, because at that, if you do it right, it will just auto cancel. So you just
good back
really
airs
have to
there.
respect it.
Good back air out of shield. Almost broke that shield on the Pikachu, honestly. Well played by the Pikachu not to get KO'd by that. Looking for the aggression. Can't quite get it. But we're now 2-2 with 1:50 to go, and Pikachu is at 116, while Ernie is at 131.
Yeah.
One good KO either side will probably decide the game at this point. But 1:40 to go.
Oh, he gets it!
That's going to be it. Just off read the attack there, and Ernie is going to have to play.
He's going to have to play the best Smash he's ever played. Can Brandon hold on to this?
Brandon has 1:20 to go. And
does
get KO'd. We're at 19% stock on the Steve, but he is putting a ton of damage on Pikachu.
Already not able
a lot of time to recover for Pikachu. 25%. At this point, all Steve has to do is stay away, and Pikachu has to take the fights.
Yeah.
I think Pikachu is looking for him to be low and force him to have to start farming. 53%. We are so close right now. One more. Oh, there it is.
Oh, and he
There's
has the
the
percent
switch,
lead.
the percent
He gets
lead.
the back air, back throw.
30%, but he's not even looking for the timeout. He's looking for the KO. That would have done it. Steve's having to go really deep, and Pikachu obliging.
Oh, the back
We are
air.
at 64 to 86%. 17 seconds left in this game, and both players are looking. I think Brandon's figured it out. I think Brandon has noticed the time, and he's decided that he is going to try to play this for the time, which is probably smart. 5 seconds, one good hit from the Steve, but I think that
And he
Pikachu
takes it.
has it. Oh my gosh.
And Brandon wins the he wins the major. He wins
Is that
HSC.
4?
Yeah, that was 4.
Holy cow.
He wins HSEL Spring Major 25 Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
What
Brandon
a
W.
game. Congratulations by Brandon. Really, really close games. Absolutely so good. You got that cornball. I love it. Ernie and Brandon are friends, so I know that is a good-natured ribbing. But yeah, that was, oh my gosh.
Hold on, I'm gonna
What
go
a
high
good
five him.
match. What a good match. So we have Brandon winning the Spring Majors. Absolutely was fantastic. Brandon congratulating his opponent, did say, hey, you're not playing what you usually do. And that's true to an extent. Ernie typically does play extremely well, and it did seem like he was kind of out of sorts. But that's like Brandon played extremely well as also, and he played to his outs. He played to the win con. He played what he needed to make the games go.
Yeah, and also Max J won his third place match.
Nice, congratulations. So we have First place to Brandon, second place to Erdy, and third place to Max. So congratulations to everybody. Absolutely phenomenal match. Do you want to get in? Do you want to get on? You got if you're getting on mic, you got to get in.
Just get in.
If you're getting on mic, you got to get in.
We're gonna
come on.
Come on, walk in. You got this. We're gonna
come on. Come on.
We're gonna share a mic. We're gonna share a mic.
Yeah, yeah. Put it on. Come in. Dodge a little. Get in. Congratulations, sir.
Hello.
First off.
It's been a while since I've taken a set off that person. that big combination of a lot of what do you want me in the stream? I'll be in the stream.
They want to see your face. You won. Congrats.
Combination of a lot of Steve matchup practice. They wasn't playing their best. Yeah. I will say I played them a lot.
I did notice that's what you said on in the match chat.
Yeah, they played a lot better game 4, but that's still game 4 and game 3, but that still wasn't their best. But I take that because I have thrown sets versus that person. Did not go to min. Went stuck Pika the entire time, which I'm happy about.
Hey,
that was a last-minute switch.
It seemed like it worked out. I did see you were putting a lot of time into the min before this match, and then just decided. Was it just feelings, just vibes?
Yeah, just vibes. Well, no,
vibes?
I was just like, the Pika's playing good. I'm moving nice, minimal misinputs. I was like, I'll go to Pika. That's my main. So
fair enough.
I think it's playing well, and I know what to do in the matchup. And I was like, everything I think I need to do, I know how to do. Like down airing the minecart, because I think lingers for 10 years. Forward airing the minecart, down tilting the the block. So like Pika can short profile underneath the first one, so you only need to break the first one to get underneath it, and then you can just rush in. I was trying to do this weird thing where when Steve spawns in, you can push them. You can body block and push them off of the crafting table, and I was trying to like start a combo off of that, start like a near loop off of that, but I was like, I think I'm playing. I think the mid was playing good, but I think the Pico was playing well because like yesterday I played versus a very good Steve, I know. And cool. I went mid the entire time. So I for sure I was going mid because I got 3-1 versus them last time I played Pika.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a long time coming. It's been a while since I've been able to beat them. I've tried Pika and Min. It's been a long time since I beat them. So
hey, well,
I take that.
Congratulations. You got it when it counted. Congrats to Erdy Pop as well. Like I said, good friend of yours. Y'all play together.
Yeah, no, they're doing great. Farming Florida right now, but.
What was it like with whenever it was like the 4, the timeout?
Oh yeah, at the end, I saw you shielded for a second, and then decided I cannot shield this. I have to run.
I know because I've been timed out versus them before. I know game 4 they was full going for timeout. I knew that like instantly, and I was losing at the start, and I was like,
gonna say they got to stock up pretty early.
Yeah, I was like the main thing was just keeping aggression. That was game 2 was crazy, but the main thing was like keeping aggression, and then just like constantly winning neutral over and over again, making sure I'm winning neutral and making sure I'm moving in the in the matchup. Yeah, I know game 4 that was full timeout. What was the timeout? What was the other timeout? 'Cause there's 2, right?
It was game 1.
No, I think game 1 sounds right.
I think game 1 went to time. But game 1, y'all were, like, in game 1, y'all seemed to be fighting back and forth pretty often. You're not going to find it that way. Please stop.
Let's get to the start. Start.
Yeah, game 1 went to time, I'm reasonably sure.
Yeah, I think that was completely accidental. I only realized in the last 20 to 10 seconds that I was going to time, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll play this.
Yeah, I will say, so we noticed on game 4 that Erdy seemed to be playing a little bit, trying to run the clock out.
Yeah.
Especially they got up, they got a % lead, and then they were like, okay, I'm going to play the clock. And then you got up, and you got a % lead, and you were like, I guess I'm playing the clock then.
Well,
but then y'all kept going after each other.
I decided to play the clock when percents was around even, or I was behind a percentage when I decided to commit to the clock, because
was that about a minute 30?
I don't remember the exact time, but it was like it was enough.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's not worth trying to rush and play. Like even though I was playing aggressive that entire time, it's not aside from like the T-Joe spam, but that's just neutral.
Yeah.
It's not worth trying to go for like that kill at the end or like trying to spam for the kill. It's just like you just if you're even, especially as PK, if you're even with someone and the time's going out, you just play for time because that's how you get timed out yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I get any percent lead, I'm playing for time 100%. And I ended up getting 20% lead or something.
Yeah.
Because I think they misinputted or something on the platform.
It was,
on like
you caught him on the way up. He like parkoured off of something, and I think he didn't expect to land on the block or didn't expect to land on the platform, one or the other. And so you caught him just halfway on a platform, and it was just really like it was a solid catch with a forward air.
Yeah.
And then you just followed that up with a couple more hits, and then y'all went to neutral, and I think it was about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, something
but
about there.
Y'all seemed to be fighting a pretty good amount, even though you weren't necessarily going for kills. You were definitely going for the damage, the percent.
Yeah.
From basically a minute 30. Like the rest of the game, you were going back and forth, but at a minute 30, you definitely seemed like you were like, okay, we're at 2 stocks, and then you got knocked, and then you're like, I have to take a stock, and then we're going to time.
Yeah.
And it seemed like both of y'all kind of had the same feeling. You took the stock back, you got up in percent, he got up in percent, and it just kind of went back and forth. So it was just a really well played match.
Yeah, it was a timeout match exactly when they decided it was a timeout match.
Yeah.
Even though I played aggressive because playing timeout versus Steve is scary because of how good their combos are. That it's like Pika's combo is also good, but like a straight hit does like 20. Diamond straight hit does like a huge. Like if I would have gone, I was at like 60% and they was at 80%. If I would have gone straight hit back air, I think I would have lost the percent lead.
I think if you got straight hit back aired at the wrong place, you would have lost the stock.
Well, that's also true, but
at 64%, we saw you get back aired by Diamond, and just you were gone, and that was that.
That's just Pika's light. That's just part of the matchup, or like Pika just dies early, and that was always the reality because throwing timeout games is easy.
Yeah,
but
it definitely seemed like a really good match, a really close match. Would have been nice to see more, but you know what? We'll take it.
I was expecting to lose game 1 because again I was expecting lose game 1, go min, something happens there, go from there. That was my kind of game plan.
Instead,
and kind of just see how the Pika wins.
Game 1.
Yeah.
And then game 2, you go down early, and I'm like, okay, I think Erdy's got this, and then you lock in, and that was that.
I need to rewatch game 2. I don't know what happened. I know I was just winning neutral consistently.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they lost that.
Well, you went down early because you went really aggressive, went for a down special, and then I think you didn't have a jump that you
I had a
did.
jump. The jump didn't come out. I was spamming jump.
Oh, okay.
And I was
went
very
too low on the
surprised
down
I
special.
died
Okay.
because it was like, usually if I die like that, it's on like Smash Roll because Smash Roll's blast zone is higher.
Yeah.
I don't know why I died on Small Battlefield.
Yeah, it
I
looks like
have
it
no
was just,
idea.
It
was like I barely died, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I lose now. But I was still like hard locked in because like they play off momentum very well, and I don't want to give them any momentum. So like I need this game to at least be scary.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just saw it like slowly coming back, and I was like, oh, I'm in a percent lead now. Okay, that's sure.
It was absolutely insane. Such a good game. I love the time so far. I love what we've heard so far. But we have a Valorant match to get into.
Real quick.
Yeah.
What was going on with the SD at the? I don't remember which game it was.
Game
you realize
2?
he played Steve every game. There wasn't a change up. What do you mean?
The one where he like SD'd at the beginning of the match.
Oh,
Game
I
2?
think that was game.
I think it was
When
game
you
2.
SD'd or when Steve SD'd?
When he SD'd.
When he
Yeah,
SD'd.
that was.
Okay.
I think I only SD'd once, which is good to see.
That was the one we were talking about with the down special at the very edge.
Yeah, I'm not.
That we just.
I would
just
need
went
to
over.
rewatch it because okay, sorry. I was trying to B reverse down B, where I was trying to like go this way and then B reverse back while leaving a thunder. Instead of B reversing, I kept on going forward, and the down special still came out. I think they still got hit by the down special because
Mhm.
I was like, I can down special and then do another down special, and then that like potentially would have killed. So that's what I was thinking, and then I was like, oh, I'm dying.
Yep.
So, and then I just panicked. Well, I panicked, spam jump, and it didn't jump, and I died. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Fortunately, you just with Pika, you get taxed all the time. So
Yeah.
it's just part of playing Pika, hard character.
Yeah.
You beat the taxes and you got the win on that game.
To
Yeah.
get the win.
Congratulations. Beat the taxes. Got the win. But yeah. Congrats, sir.
Thank you. So what's the prize money?
I don't know. There's a trophy.
Oh. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
The big money doesn't come for a little while longer. We still gotta.
Okay.
we gotta get
I'll
that.
be expecting it then.
Anyway, thank you, Brandon, for coming out. We are going to jump into our Valorant game here in just a second. Max, are you going to be joining me for Valorant?
Sure.
Awesome. Fun times.
Feel free
Okay.
to take as much as you want.
So we'll have to jump into that match. I actually think that we have to wait until their match is over so that we can get into it, but we do want to get set up. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back to wrap us up, get the third place Valorant match. Also, don't miss for tomorrow. It's a very special match. DD2 in-house. We're going to be playing Smash Cruise against Ashley Ridge High School, which is just down the road, and they'll be hopefully coming here if we can work it out and have a big little get together and everybody play in the building. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Speaking of special, you want to tell us about the fine people in the corner?
Oh, you mean Home Telecom over there?
Exactly.
Yeah. So Home Telecom is one of our sponsors, and they do Home Telecom. If you need phone, internet, etc., and they service your address in the local area, then give them a call. Great people, good stuff, and they definitely are committed to seeing the growth of technology in our area. So, yeah, awesome. We'll be back in a minute. See y'all in a bit.
Yep.
Cool. Welcome back, everybody. We are jumping into Valorant. Just watched an amazing game with Smash Brothers with Brandon over there. That was such a good match. We have done a little flippy floppy. Let me do the controls on the Valorant side. The team, unfortunately, we're jumping into game 2. They did lose game 1, but it was so close. They were very close to winning. I believe they ended up 13-10, and that was a very, very close game. We're going to be jumping over into Haven. They played Icebox last game, and if it loads up, we're in business. But yeah, so team comp looks like we've got a pretty standard one. Nobody really funky on there. Wapapa's on the Cypher. Nathan on the Sova. Has been in Sova jail, has complained about it a few times. Still does a great job. Zen playing the ISO. He really likes that one. Yoru. Heron on the Yoru. Apparently, we missed an amazing start.
Yeah.
Last game, Heron took an ace. So that's when you get every single player on the other team by yourself. Apparently, he aced last game. So yeah, we'll see. See if that goes. But hopefully, our audio issues are solved. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Team is setting up. It looks like we probably have the Heron over on the one side, looking with a little jump peek, picks up the capture orb while the rest of the team makes an engagement there. Gets tapped, looking down at A. Who was that guy got taken out? That was Nathan. Unfortunately, got tapped at A. Heron going and looking. Foam picks up another. That is 2 that have been caught there. And there it is. Found it on the way back. Heron picking up 1. We have, what was that? That was Chris.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, unfortunately, Chris gets caught in the side, and it's a really good play by the enemy. Once they knew where they were, saw that they weren't moving, had a really hard time with that.
Yeah, going into the second point here.
Yeah, so first point goes to the defenders. It happens. A good pick at the very beginning there makes it difficult. Team is probably going to be staying pretty even on eco, not really going too much. Interesting distribution of ping. But once again, we see this Yoru hunting for this orb. Doesn't see anybody and is able to just grab it for free. Teleport back. Sova with some utility there. And they're grabbing the other side. Spike comes down, gets caught flanking. Oh, barely catches that one. Oh, that was the other guy.
Oh, just gets him from the cross.
Unfortunate position there, and the team does get taken out. That is the expectation because the other team did win the last round, so they were able to buy up a little bit more. But most of the team looking to full buy here or close to it. Some good utility, shields on most players, guns on most players. Nathan not picking up a gun. There it is.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're looking like they're going to be doing the same combo again. We have the teleport coming out of Heron, and Nathan and Zen holding this angle. It looks like they left the bomb back so that it won't get caught anywhere. Nathan moving in slowly. No one moving with him. There they are.
Yeah.
They're moving in slowly as well. Catch one mid. Heron gets the counter KO. Gets one taken out. They're moving through mid. Ooh, Heron takes out another one. And it sounds like the call to run has been made. And Chris on the Omen has picked up the bomb. We've decided that that is the play. So the dart goes out, drone goes out. Looks like they did see one on site, and they are taking site, putting damage onto through that smoke. I think they're clear.
Yeah.
So the opponents have 3. Take that 2. Creepiest Creeper does find 1. Heron looking for this. Teo does get popped. Unfortunately, gets taken out. Guys playing on the spike. Chris does get 1.
Oh, and they get it.
Wapazit's the other one taken out. That is a solid play there. Good pick on the guns and good round overall. 3 players surviving that means that everybody should be able to buy up without a problem, as long as they buy guns for each other like they should.
Yeah. The team doing a really good job of just playing that last point passive with all the weapons they have, just taking it slow so they don't lose those weapons.
Yeah. Really interesting highlight here. You have Heron on the judge. He's got his ult ready, so he's looking to go in super close and then come from behind from a position that they might not be expecting. He's coming through. He finds 2 there. Unfortunately, they find him as well. Ally planting. We have ult coming out, and she takes 3 with the ult, and that's going to be the round. Wow. Man, really well played by that player. Honestly, that's the only player they need to worry about. 10-2? Yeah. That's the person that they need to take out. Ultimate ready on Chris. I doubt that one's going to get much use. It looks like the team does still have most of the money for a full buy.
Yeah.
Wapa's having to take a slightly smaller gun. And Heron also having to take a stinger instead of something a little better. But it looks like they are buying and looking to push here.
Okay, let's get set up.
And looks like the C swap. Heron going into mid for this. Taking the shorter angle because he's got the shorter gun. Zen with the Vandal looking at smoke. Team is just waiting, seeing what they can do. Heron takes 1 out and teleports. And that's a lot of utility use. Double tap ready, looking for the shot. Oh! And does take 1 out. Unfortunately, 3 get taken out on the back by the Reyna coming through. Team is just, like, they're playing well. They're playing together. They're getting the utility. They're doing a good job. And they're just getting head tapped.
Yeah.
Like, it's really unfortunate.
Just getting the wrong position at the wrong time.
Yep. At this point, unfortunately, the team is going to have to go an eco buy. Anything they pick up here is going to be a plus. Looks like most have opted for light shields. A couple of people have had the money for sheriff. But yeah, so Heron putting a lot of damage down, doesn't quite get it. Ults come out, does get caught by that Vandal. Takes out 2. Looking for a headshot here, doesn't quite get it. Does get it picked off. If they can get up to that gun, they have it. Looking for that, unfortunately gets taken out. That is 5 taken out by their Clove. Just finding the right fights to take, finding the right positions.
Yeah, very unfortunate. The opponent, Awesomekin, just really going on a tear there at the end of the point, getting that ace.
Yeah, it looks like they are setting up for an A push. And they have bought out, so we have a lot of regular guns. Ult comes out, doesn't get anybody. Was looking for that early hit. Heron with the decoy, losing that fight. Zen getting the counter. Oh, unfortunately, Chris getting caught by that. Spike getting planted in the meantime. But the rest of his team does go down and doesn't quite get the head tap there and does go down to the opposing Cypher.
Yeah, that the smoke there is just really unfortunate for the. Which player was it that like got hit by the smoke?
There were a couple that were in and out of smoke there. Okay, so team is taking a quick timeout. We've got 60 seconds for them to discuss, chat with their coach, see what they need to do to change. And it looks like we've got a couple of ults ready. So it looks like we have 3 ults ready on our side, only 1 ready on the opposing side, and that is the Reyna. And that one comes up pretty quickly. The biggest issue we're running into, I think, is that the team is just getting taken on the way back. They're getting stalled. The other team is rotating really well. They're playing their positions really well, and so we'll see what we end up having happen here. I know that they're talking about smoke positions right now, and it looks like there was a ping at the map based on like where people are going to come in. It did look like only one person was holding that angle before when they did have map, when they had advantage on there, and so it doesn't surprise me that they are looking to set this up. Now, Nathan taking, okay, there we go. He originally started with a bigger gun and took himself down a little bit because you don't want to spend a lot on a gun when the rest of your team isn't. Heron takes that 1v1 and does take out the opponent. Gets tapped a little bit, but doesn't get taken out. 85 left on him, and team is looking to go out together. Teo, with the crouch, is taken out, but Zen gets taken out as well. Spike comes out. Oh, so close. Really well done by Nathan to pick up these two, looking for the opponent, and unfortunately didn't quite have enough. You know, there's only so much you can do with the Sheriff. You take 2 guys out with Vandals, and then you're stuck on the Sheriff against a 3rd guy with a Vandal. It's only so much you can do. That was a really well-played round, though. And, you know, they're on Eco. They're trying to figure it out. Looks like they are getting themselves ready for a full buy. Team, yeah, looks good. Once again, team is full buying Vandals except for Creepiest Creeper pulling up that Phantom. Good shot there. Cover comes out, taking the site hard, going aggressive. Zen absolutely on top. They use the Teo ult, but Teo ult is on the wrong place. Team is able to get in and is able to plant. Wapa's keeping that angle, and they're looking for anyone coming in here. There's 4 people. It's going to be a big smoke coming out. Holding this angle, we're looking for a few more. Caught 1, caught 2, caught 3, and that is that. The flawless run back. That's what they needed, man.
Yeah.
They didn't even expend any ults. They didn't lose a single person.
Exactly.
That is how you recover from a bad eco round. The opposing team, unfortunately, does have a ton of cash, and it's just going to be able to full buy right back up. But another round or 2 like that, and the team is back in it. Once again, this raise has all of the hits there, and the rest of the team is like they're doing okay, but not great. Caught by that a little bit right there. Once again, we have Yoru flanking very far away. Good rockets come out from Teo, but there is, finds the one, gets it, gets the double tap up, gets another, and he knows there's a third, four there. Heron finds one. Unfortunately, is not able to quite get there. He has the spike, and he has against 2. So 2 taken out by Zen, 1 taken out by Heron, 2 left up, one of them being that Raze, who is absolutely always looking.
Can he take the 2 out?
There's one, and that is the Raze. There's a smoke coming out here. He is low bullets, though. There's only 7 left. He does have ult. I would love to see a reload as he's running across here.
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Heron's rotating to the other side, looking to see, catch the rotation. 20 seconds left. It might be time to just go plant.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the opponent yet, and he is really pushing it. We're down to 10.
10 seconds left.
He's getting nervous.
He does get this in the corner, and I think that plant will reach it just in time. Oh my God, barely a second.
Yeah.
Moving himself around, looking, trying to make sure he doesn't get caught on a timing swing. And looking to catch the Reyna on a
He gets
does
it!
find it!
He gets
What
the clutch!
a good lurk! Finds the Arena on the swing, gets the KO, and does wrap this up 3-7. 2 more in the half before we swap.
What a close game. Just
Yeah.
fighting for his life there.
Absolutely
Wow.
fantastic. Really, really well played. Really well played by the whole team. You know, it lots of KOs picked up by Zen and by Heron. But the whole team has been doing their job, right? Crazy's in the right place, Crazy's smoking the right place. Wapapa's is in the right place, smoking the right place. We've got really solid, ooh, there's the ult. He found him, he's suppressed, he's waiting. 1-2, doesn't quite get it, unfortunately gets taken out, but he did put some good damage on it. Wapa is going through the multitude of smokes here. Unfortunately, isn't able to get it. Creepiest Creeper does pick one up, and Crazy in the corner. Oh, unfortunately gets wallbanged through the box to get taken out.
Yeah, the opponent team just doing a great job of just catching them at the right time.
Yeah, just a couple of unfortunate back and forths, and that makes the team have a tough time. Zen looking to buy last round before the swap, and they do full buy. They get the money for it. Well, Papa's picking up an Odin. Everyone else looks like they're going with Vandals. Nathan holding this angle, expecting someone to lurk through mid or through sewers, I guess.
Could be.
Walking very slowly, but does make the take the shot. So that's the whole team backing up, and that's the Clove taking the 1v1 against the opponent. Ult comes out from the Clove. Oh, didn't quite get that out after the utility is used. And we are moving on to the site, trying to make sure that we're able to get there.
Both players just
Spike
getting
being planted, unfortunately doesn't quite get there. Ult comes out. Oh, so close. Unfortunately, Creeper does get picked up, and that will be the round. We're going to the second half, 3-9. So really close, and the opponent just having a little bit of fun there. Definitely a tough time for them. They are really having to focus up to get these rounds.
Yeah, a couple of the players in that just getting caught mid-reload, just unable to respond afterwards.
Yeah. Some really good timing by the other team, looking for the flanks when they need to be. And yeah, so we've got, looks like a 1-2-2 setup here. So over here we've got Zen being left by his lonesome on site A. A setup at the start of C. He's going to be looking for that. Looks like Sova was lurking and is switching all the way over to A. Does find one, and Wapapas is backing up hard. We have a little bit of a swap. Heron moving around to the other side, and the team is moving in.
Reloading.
Looks for him, doesn't quite find him. Still waiting on the team to come in. Looks like they've picked up mid, and a ton of damage there. Going back and forth. Wapapa's spike does go down. It is at B, and there's a pickup by Heron. Crazy also getting one. Wapapa's also getting one, and the team is looking to pick up this last. Heron jumping around does get it, and Ally gets the defuse at 10. Finishes off this defuse. Amazing round. Good retake on B. Caught the team trying to advance at A. They backed off. They switched to B. And yeah, just really solid round all the way through. Yeah. And it looks like they are going to be rewarded by being able to buy a good bit here.
Yeah, beautiful ending there with like the very low very low health, but just jumping around, just getting none of those hits to actually land, and then just able to get him out.
Zen Heron holding sheriffs, looking at the long range. Creeper with the Spectre, a little bit shorter. Wapas and Heron lurking around this garage. It looks like Chris seeing a little bit of utility used, but I'm not sure if that's gets a pickup. Heron picks up one, looking for another. Clone comes out. And well played there to get one. Flanks, get another, and that's going to be one left. Found him. That was the flawless. Looks like they came all the way through A to flank onto B, and team found him. So 5-9, pulling this back. Doing a really good job on defense. Had a little bit of a hard time there, but oh
yeah,
this is juicy.
Oh, this is good.
Heron picking up that op. That is a one-shot KO. Body or head, no matter what. 4 seconds on Creeper, and oh, there he is. He does buy. I'm excited to see what he's going to do with this. It looks like the team is going sewers. Yep, he is indeed, and I think he's going to be baiting this a little bit. Waits for the shot, but no one comes. Shots through the middle. Gets one, but gets shot before the teleport comes out. Wapapas trades one. Chris in the top, unfortunately, does give up that op. Oh, so many body shots. Wasn't quite able to get that KO. So, yeah, does take out the Clove. I think Clove was on low health, and Clove was almost able to survive that. Did get taken out though. Team
Now
unfortunately having to go to eco. I don't think. Oh, they're buying a little bit. I think they might be pushing it.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be buying here, and Zen on that Guardian is dangerous. At this round, the opponent probably has full shield, so it's going to be 2 shots to get anything. They didn't quite get there. Heron going very deep, fully in the opponent's spawn, and they do take him out there, sitting in the. Looks like they're good. Yeah, it looks like they're going C.
Yeah.
finds one. Good fight taken there. Zen takes a Guardian. Unfortunately, does get beaten by that, but Heron with a Vandal. 3v1. Let's see if he tries anything. I think he does.
Yeah.
Oh, so close. Unfortunately, that Raze is able to duck under the shot. And we are at 5-11.
Huh.
I do see an ult on Heron, and it looks like we might have a soft buy coming out. He's got full shields, and he is getting a Spectre. Rest of the team looks like they are looking for light shield and pistols. That's a knife. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I think Heron's going to be waiting for the contact, and then he's going to be ulting in. There it comes.
Oh,
He
wow.
found them. He's smoking, and he's going to be backing up. Whole team is trying to move in, and they catch him on the rotation. Unfortunate there.
Yeah.
Really well played, and not much you can do about that.
Pretty
Team is
much.
on pistols, and the other team is able to get there.
Match point.
I believe most of them are able to full buy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like everyone except for Heron is able to full buy. Heron looking for that Spectre once again. The idea was correct. The idea was smoke it off, get into the smoke, take the fight at close range. Unfortunately, they had the utility to clear that smoke and just fired into it as soon as they had an outline. And then there's nothing for him to do from there.
Yeah.
Why destroyed? Someone is C.
Utility once again comes out. They're trying to put some damage onto C, trying to get there. Wapa's trades, though. And it looks like we have Zen in another 1v1 and does pick it up. Takes the shot, and
One enemy remaining.
the ult comes out of Heron as well, and he is able to take the opponent's gun. Raze, very dangerous. Could clutch this up, but team is going to be trying really hard to make sure that they're not able to do that. We have one player at each site. They are going to be flanking deep for this. So if anyone gets contact, they'll know and they'll have some be able to call it out. Don't see them anywhere. There we are. Chris finds them on C, and the ping goes out where they are. They're probably planting right this second. And there it is. Long range shot doesn't quite get there. Zen coming in. The plant has to come in right now, and they know they're going to be coming in.
Fire in the hole.
Waiting on that ult.
10 seconds left.
Plant trying again.
Spike planted.
Yep, spike is planted. We're waiting on that ult to expire, I think. Trying to make sure that he comes from an angle that she does not expect. But this Raze has been extremely good the whole time. The timing on that swing, extremely tough. Unfortunately, is able to take it. The GGs come out from the other team, and that is indeed a GG's. So, well played by the other team. Really tough time.
It is.
Gave it the best. First game apparently was really close. Second game, unfortunately, didn't quite get there. But they did do better than they did the first time. So, also the team was extremely successful this season in general. Got to fourth overall.
Yeah,
like
that's amazing.
that's still an excellent season. You know, ending up fourth, even having a tough loss here, really well played. So, congrats to them. Congrats to everybody who has competed this season. And the only thing we have left this entire season,
Smash
finals, Smash Cruise tomorrow.
Exactly.
So, yeah. After that, it's going to be on to States, which is happening on the 10th, which should be a lot of fun and will be streamed through the South Carolina Scholastic Esports YouTube and Twitch pages. But yeah, shout out to Home Telecom as usual over there. There we go. Really supporting the program and always being there to help us out. If you need anything for Home Telecom needs and they service your address here in the local area, give them a call. Phone, internet, TV, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
That's us tonight. You got to come back tomorrow. Check us out. Very exciting match against AR. It's always exciting against those guys. I think one of our last games, we had like 3 clips out of it.
Yeah.
So very exciting matches on both sides. Cannot wait for it. Hope to see them out here. And yeah, good luck. Thanks to all the teams who've came out and played so far. And yeah, so thanks for joining me on stream.
Yep, this has been Max.
And Griggs, we'll see y'all later.